Hi, welcome to Nickwell Motorhomes. I'm Andy, and this is the Weinsberg Caratour 630 Meg Outlaw. That's right, Outlaw. Why Outlaw? Well, honestly, I have absolutely no idea. But what I can tell you is this is not your standard van conversion. It may look the same from the outside with a length of 6.36 metres and a width of 2.05 metres, but look closer and you'll see it's taller than your standard van, coming in at a mighty 2.82 metres. And that's not the only surprise it's hiding. So here we are in the cab of the Outlaw, and the first thing to remember is that it's a German motorhome. And so with like most German motorhomes, practically everything is a cost option. So depending on what you order will depend on spec. But let's have a look at some of the basics of what we've got here. Well, to start off with, of course, we've got your built-in Remus cab blinds on the side windows and on the windscreen. We've got climate controlled air conditioning just here. We've got driver and passenger airbags. Again, great room for a couple of cups of coffee here. It's got all the specification you would expect from Fiat, and again, it's nice to have the climate. It's just that little bit more fancy. It's a little bit more controllable. This one, of course, has got the 9-speed auto box. Manuals are available. Again, it personally comes down to your choice. But yeah, like with most Fiats, it's well spec'd. So the lounge, we've got 4 travelling seats in here. Now, what's interesting, and you'll find this on quite a lot of Canal Stroke Weinsberg product, is this table fits on a bar on the wall just here. Now, underneath there is another attachment where you can take this table off and you can lock it in underneath. Now, I'm not saying it's going to make a proper adult's berth, but with that locked down, there's a piece on the floor that comes up. Now, you've got a little bit of storage down there. That slots into the floor to give you some purchase underneath this table. So again, it holds it sturdy. Now, as silly as it sounds, but you get a piece of memory foam made up on here and you'd have a perfectly adequate child's berth. It's not something they charge you extra for, it's just something that they do, and it does give you options going forward if that's what you need. But the lounge in general, you've got obviously 4 travelling seats. The captain seats are exceptionally comfortable. But going back to this height, well, this is something that makes a massive difference. Now, as I've already said, I'm not the tallest chap in the world, but I mean, if I stand down here, I cannot touch the roof. It really is that tall. You know, people who are 6'3", 6'4" are going to have no trouble in here. When you look at the lockers, how deep they actually are. And of course, you've got this really big one again, just over the top of the cab. We've got a Hecky just above. And of course, over here, you've got your bracket for the TV. There's an awful lot of headroom in here. Now, as we go through, you'll see how this van has been divided up more. But to be perfectly honest with you, for 2 or 3 people in here, it's more than adequate. Kitchen. So again, the first thing is, because we've got the extra headroom, we've got these good sized lockers above. Obviously, if you're a bit of a shorty like myself, you can still just about get to the back, but I am going to be on tiptoes. More storage here and below, which is fantastic. Fly screen on the habitation door. Thermostat for your heating just there. We'll go more into that in a second. 2 gas hobs, sink. Obviously, when you've got the covers down, it gives you more work surface. And on the end here, we've just got a couple of hooks there, tea towels, coats. Cutlery drawer. And then you've got a nice deep drawer here. A little area down there for your pots and pans. You've got a gas isolator switch down there as well. Over here, we have more storage. And of course, here we have your compressor fridge. Again, it's not huge, but it doesn't need to be, because this type of van is the sort of van that you're going to be going out and about. You know, you're not cooking 3-course meals. This is about meals on the go because you're going to have an active lifestyle. We'll get more into that in a second. But yeah, again, it does exactly what it needs to do. So just up here, we have your control panel. So obviously your on-off switch just there. Your lights, we've got your water pump. That one there will show us our vehicle battery, sorry, leisure battery, and that one there will show us our vehicle battery. And here, of course, we will see what we've got in our water tanks. Down here, then, we have your control panel. Again, this controls all your trim systems. So if we unlock the screen, we can do your room temperature, your water. You can have the iNetX app on here, your timers, notifications, and your settings. I mean, again, we've done this on previous videos where we go into more in depth on how this works, but again, it's a nice, simple, easy system. Yeah, there's nothing here that's going to stress you out too much. The biggest issue a lot of people will talk about when it's a shower in a motorhome or in a van conversion is head height. Yeah, there's loads, as we've already said. Now, up there you've got a vent. You've also got a window, so again, condensation isn't an issue. You probably will want to pull the blind up if you're using it. There is a shower curtain that will come round. Of course, you have your sink just here. Tap, pulls out, and that becomes your shower head. Now, behind me, we've got a mirror. We've got more storage just here, and of course we've got a swivel toilet head just there, so that will swivel around. Just down there you can see it's green. That tells us that the cassette is empty. If that was turned red, the cassette is full. Here we have our sink, and if we slide this over, you have a little area here for, again, I'm really not quite sure what you would use that for. There's not actually a drainer of any description, so again you'd have to wipe it out after, but I suppose again to keep your soap in and things while you're having a shower, or again clean your teeth, put your toothbrush in there, possibly. I'd have thought there'd have been some drainage, but you can't have everything. I'm up here, Dan. So the bed, yeah, the bed is up high. There's a reason for that, which we'll get to into a second, but it is actually quite roomy. Now, you could actually fit 3 people across here if you so wished. There's also heating up here. You've got speakers up here. You've got your USB charger just over there. 230 just up here. You've got your skylight. Now, again, for a lot of people, it's obviously going to be a bit high, but there is a reason for that. And like I say, that is what this particular van is. Just make sure if you wake up suddenly in the middle of the night, you don't jump up and bang your head. But to be perfectly honest with you, it doesn't feel that claustrophobic. I mean, again, I could sleep up here quite easily, and you could easily fit another person, probably 2. So if you haven't guessed by now what the secret of this van is, well, now we're going to have a look. So, what's behind door number 1? So this is what the fuss is all about. This is a van for committed mountain bikers, motorbikers, motocrossers, or again, if you had a business that you needed a van for, but you want a motorhome as well, well, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I mean, this is huge. You know, I mean, you've got your tie downs already just there. Again, we've already seen you have access coming directly in from the van in itself. There's lots of storage. Got your leisure batteries just in there. Got more storage in here. In here, we have your trips, we've got your charger, and we've got your fuses. Over on this side, that's where you'll have your gas bottle. Got these little cubbies on top. That gives you access to your fresh water tank. Got more storage down here, but I mean, look, it is massive. I mean, I've not seen coach builds with garages like this. If you want to get to the Brecon Beacons, or you're off up to Scotland, or you're Forest of Dean, phenomenal. You can park up pretty much anywhere. You've got all your kit already here. It's not for everyone, but it's a brilliant tool for some. I park where I want, because I'm an outlaw, but I always take my litter home. So let's have a look around the Outlaw. What have we got? So first thing, of course, is we've got Thea alloy wheels, which do go well with the Campolo grey exterior. Flue for your heating, and of course you've got the window into your lounge just there, and you do get an impression of the extra height. Cassette toilet, drain for your tank there for your water, and that one there, of course, is the window into the bathroom. You can see that you do have natural light coming into your bedroom just up there as well. That there is your electrical hookup point. As we come round to the back doors, you can open these up fully. Press the button just there and take it round. Same on the other door as well. As we come round further, we have your fresh water fill. And of course we have a nice large step just here into the habitation area. And that really is a good wide step. And that's the outside. Wow, there you have it. Is the Outlaw the van for you? Well, it certainly won't be for everyone. This is a specialist piece of kit. If you're a committed mountain biker, motocrosser, or biker in general, or if you want a van come motorhome, then this thing is bang on for you. With a gross vehicle weight of 3,500 kilograms and an effective vehicle mass of 3,021 kilograms, you have payload and you don't need a C1 license to drive it either. If you need to pull anything, well, this Outlaw has a towing capacity of 3 ton. It ticks a lot of boxes for the right person, especially as you won't find many vans like this in the market. Now, hopefully you found this useful and possibly even entertaining. So please keep an eye out for our next video. As for you, Dan, I'll see you back at the corral. That's got to be long enough.